Thinking I can't take no more. So it just might be a hope.
I wanna get with you, I wanna get them out of the picture, yeah. I'm in my vision, yeah. It's about the difference, yeah. Me, I'm never acting.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be doing I guess get ready with me. I'm finally gonna do a talk through. I used to do them in the beginning, but I got lazy. So I don't know what kind of look I'm doing yet. Honestly, most times when I sit down in my vanity, it's like, what the hell am I gonna do? So I think I'm gonna do something really bronzy for like it is November. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your bell notifications so you can get notified when I get an upload. So first thing I always do after I lay my edges, I did use some Eco Stylist today. I usually use Got To Be, but I don't know where my tube is. So after I lay my edges down, I always tie them up while I'm doing my hair. So I'm going to locate my hair scarf and I'm going to tie my edges up. That keeps my edges laid while I'm doing my makeup, because you do want your hairline, especially if you put gel, edge tamer, whatever it is, in your edges, you want it to be fully dry before you add your foundation, so you don't have that gunked up crap in your hair. Somebody messaged me, it's taking me forever to tie this scarf in a triangle. Somebody hit me up yesterday and asked how do I keep foundation out of my hair, and you know, it's nothing specific. I just tie them down, and when I do get to foundation, my edges are dry. But then at the end of the night, I always go with my cleanser and I actually make sure I rub my hairline, because I know a lot of people that suffer from hairline acne, and that's because you're not removing your makeup properly. No shade, no tea. All right, so I always start off with skin prep. I like to spray a little facial spray. I'm using the Pretty Fresh. The logo is really light, so you probably, there we go. It's really light. It's from ColourPop. It's actually a setting spray for their tinted moisturizer, I guess. Oh, I have to sneeze. Here we go. It's not the best setting spray, especially if you trying to get like long wear. It's more of a facial mist to me. It's a hyaluronic acid setting mist. It's nice, but for setting spray, no ma'am. Okay, so the moisturizer I'm using is Krave Cosmetics. It is the Oh So Simple Water Cream. It's perfect if you have, you know, a little bit dry skin. It is fall, so I like to step away from the mattifying products that I used when it was, when it was, I hate these little things that they put on top of them. I do like to step away from the mattifying products I was using in the summertime, because you know the skin gets dried out. We don't have all that nice warmth from the sun. This water cream is good. It's lightweight, it's non-greasy, it only has a few ingredients, so I'll definitely add the link to purchase, because it's a really great moisturizer. After I moisturize, I like to prime. The best thing to think in your head is what foundation I'm going to use. That's going to help choose your primers, especially if you own a lot of primers like I do. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation today. So it is a super matte, well, I wouldn't say super, but it is really mattifying. So I do want to focus again on moisture so I don't have no crackly skin. I'm going to use my Dermablend Insta Grip Jelly Primer, which is amazing. As you're going to see, I'm going to avoid my forehead region. Only reason why I'm doing that is because I'm going to go on to do my, let me sit up, to do my brows now. So I'm going to avoid my forehead regions because I would just have to wipe it off anyway. So I'll go back and I'll prime my forehead after I am ready to carve out the top of my brows. I'm not going to do the brows on screen only because I have a super detailed brow tutorial here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. So we are going to whoosh, skip past that and I'm going to come right back. Okay, so now that I can't even talk. Now that my eyebrows and my eyes are prepped and primed and done for eyeshadow, we're going to move on to eyeshadow. I'm going to grab, I actually got this palette from ColourPop, and now that I grab it, there's no browns in it. It's all burgundy and pinks. Decisions. Let's do a little burgundy, I guess. Let's do a little burgundy. I'm gonna grab my brush. I'm going to grab a Morphe. Yes, I'm gonna grab a Morphe M573 brush. If you checked out my favorite things Insta stories yesterday, I'm really proud of them. I worked really hard. You'll see that this was one of my favorite brushes, and I'm going to start with Mr. Brightside. So I'm just simply going to take it and I'm going to pat this onto the bottom corner, outer corner of my lid, up into my crease. Okay, so now that I have that on, I'm going to clean off this brush. I'm going to do some circular motions to buff it out. People always ask, did you use another color? No, I just use a clean brush to blend it out. So now we have this plum shade all over the lid. Very nice. We can clean up any excess with concealer. That's why we didn't apply foundation yet. And now I am going to grab my Colored Raine Power Palette. Gorgeous. And I think I'm going to grab this shade right in the middle. Revenge. Yes. So I'm going to pick this up on my Morphe M433 brush, and I am going to simply take it. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna take it right halfway, and I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna clean off this brush, not using the Cinema Secrets again because I want to use the same shade. I'm not adding anything else. I just want to get whatever excess is off the brush and then use some circle motions just to blend this in. Go back onto that outer corner, and I'm just patting and I'm smoking it back in. So make sure it's like a nice blend. Okay, I decided to add a little bit of Deception. No. Testify at the outer corners because the whatever was just not dark enough for me. So we should have just used the Power Palette from the beginning. We totally forgot it, child. Let's not talk. Let's just put on liner. I'm going to take my NYX liner. I do have a liner tutorial on my Instagram as well that goes into detail. This one I probably just fast forward right through. Okay, so let's face baby. My primer is nice and dry. I'm going to spray my face with some hangover spray just to moisturize it a little bit. Helps my foundation blend out a little bit easier. Let's go on to add foundation. I'm going to use my Urban Decay Stay Naked Skin. I do mix two together. One was definite match in the summertime. As you can see now, it's not so much. I love this foundation. It is definitely my favorite foundation, and I think it's going to be a staple product. Because as an influencer, sometimes you get a lot of things. I honestly don't get a lot of foundations, but I like to try a lot of different ones because people always ask, have you tried this? Have you tried this? Have you tried that? Have you tried this? So I always try to stay up on different foundations. So I don't often repurchase the same foundation over again. I just move on to try another one. So I'm gonna blend this out. I'm going to use an Instapot brush. It's all out. And you definitely want to press the foundation brush into the skin. Just patting it like you would a beauty blender. And you don't want to wipe. You just want to pat. Let's go in and conceal. I'm going to take my Born This Way concealer. It is in the shade Butterscotch. And I'm going to highlight under my eyes. Y'all know the routine. It's great coverage without being severely drying. I don't think anybody needs like a super matte concealer under their eyes, especially my, older nuggets. You have fine lines under your eyes. You do not want something that's super drying underneath there. So I'm gonna let the concealer, sit for a few minutes before I go in to blend it out. I'll take this time to apply my contour. I am using the Black Radiance foundation stick in Espresso. Bang. So I'm going to take this Laura Mercier brush. Looks like that. It's actually for highlighter, but it's too big to me to be for highlighter. So I'm just going to use it to blend out my contour. And it blends out beautifully. How dry my edges are. They're not moving from the brush. That's how dry you want them to be. You can add more, but I don't want a super sculpted look. Today I'm trying to get close to my mirror to see. Where's my hand mirror? Honey. I don't know where that's. I gotta remember where that's from. It's like from like a song or something. All right, so now let's blend out this concealer. I'm gonna use the Real Back Techniques Instapot cheek brush just to blend this out under the eyes. I do like my concealer to get a little tacky. It just helps it give more coverage than just blending it out when it's still super wet. Get right alongside that nose. And onto the other side of the eye. I'm trying to sit up. I feel like I need a... Matter of fact, let me see if I can raise my chair up a little bit. Because this chair does go up and down. Because I feel like I'm not sitting up enough. Yeah! Hello, Tiff. Hello. Are you using your noggin today? Doesn't look like you are. Don't worry. I'm gonna get so good at these YouTube videos. Y'all gonna be sick of me. So when I'm done blending out my concealer, I like to go back with my brush. Nothing on it. And just make sure it's a smooth transition between the two. Which most of the time it is. But you wanna make sure. You can't just be out here looking crazy, child. Alright. So now we're going to set the face. I am going to use the Born This Way powder. I am going to be mixing the translucent medium and the translucent right across the face. And that's just like the perfect color combination. I'm going to take the two and mix them into one container and stop playing. Oh yeah, I get right onto the side of the nose, especially in this little crease area right here. I feel like my foundation always separates here. So by taking the powder, just making sure it's not right above the lip, the chin, the forehead, and right under the contour. And then we immediately brush this off because sis got some dry skin, baby. And ooh, if that is not smooth. Love it. Just blend that all out. The setting spray is going to melt all these powders, so I'm not nervous about it. After I do that, I like to go back with my contour brush again. It has any residual product, it's bringing it back that the powder might have taken away, which it did. And then I like to go with a pressed powder. I'm going to take, excuse me, Cocoa from Too Faced, and it is the pressed foundation powder. What is this called? Multi-use complexion powder. And I'm going to go right on this area. The powder is really pigmented, so I like to go light, wipe with my brush, and then blend out. Honey. I'm gonna find where that song came from. I'm gonna put it in here. Honey. So now we're gonna add some color under the eyes. I'm finding the perfect brush with the Morphe. Oh, this is actually a Crown C528 brush, which is just like the Morphe 507 brush. I know y'all like, sis, Morphe, really? Honestly, you're going to get a bang for your buck. The Morphe brushes are inexpensive. You can pick them up at your local Ulta. They have Morphe stores everywhere now, so you got to hate to love it at this point. And instead of sweeping, we're going to press. Slowly. And press. We are going to add some mascara to the bottom lashes. I am taking my Milani Lash Primer. And I like to cake this sucker on to my lashes. Pull them all out from hiding. You know what I was going to say, right? Yo, when something is stuck in your head, it's so hard to get it out. So I'm pulling that all down. And it's finding lashes. I ain't even know it's there, girl. I just started using lash primers. It's just not something that I even thought was a necessary step. But it makes a huge difference if you don't have a lot of bottom lashes. So we're gonna let that dry before applying the black on top of it. It's not something you leave. I mean, if you want to, but it's not something I would leave. So I'm gonna brush this powder off the bottom of my face. Add some blush. I'm going to use, of course, Le Power. Not this one. I gotta find my day one. My day one. That's the name of it. Super pigmented. Smile. And brush it onto the apples of the cheek. I never used to wear blush. I love me some brush, child. Talk about growth. Let me prep my lashes. I actually have these cool lash books. Let me grab one. Hold on, I gotta unmic. D-mic. I gotta be D-mic'd. Drama Queen. These are all dramatic lashes. Okay, we're gonna take the style Drama. I don't know where they are on here. Oh, here we go. Right here. We're gonna take the style Drama. Ooh. Super beautiful. So we're gonna take these. We're gonna wet them. Do not wet your lashes. What? We're going to put glue on them, let them dry, and then come right back. All right, so now lip shade Undefeated. I only wore this a few times. Let's shake it up. And let's see how this is gonna look. If it's not, I could just remove it and apply something different. Oh yeah. Perfect. Perfect. So now we're gonna highlight. We're gonna grab my day one. Oh, this one right here. And we're gonna apply the highlighter. Oh yeah. All right, sis. my earrings. Okay, so that's it. Real cute. I think it's really pretty. It's a great fall look, but at the same time it's nice and bright and pink. It's not typical browns and oranges, which is nothing wrong with that, but it's beautiful if you ask me. And it was simple. It only took 2 eyeshadow shades, well 3 if you count the first one that I should never use in the first place, but it was really easy, and I hope you guys can recreate it. I do have all the links to the products I use in the description box, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.
Got Tim's hoe, silkies, got beef and broccoli, got tracksuits, Rock Lee, got swipes hoe, not me, birds in the trap line, birds on the phone, birds in the coop with that hookah and Patron, birds in the trap line, birds on the phone, bitch I'm a bird.